To all of our delegates, sponsors, volunteers, board members, audience members, and distinguished guests, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. Hopefully you all know me at this point, but my name is Charles, and I've had the pleasure of serving as your JMUCC president for the 2021 edition. I'd like to welcome you to the closing ceremonies of our 13th edition, and can I just start off by saying what a week it has been. Over the course of the week, we've witnessed a lot of Zoom calls and definitely a lot of virtual communications. But on behalf of the entire organizing committee, I'd want to say thank you for taking part in what has been a great competition. Some of the companies that have been showcased during this week have been with us since quite literally the start of our competition 13 years ago. So I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to them. Next, thank you to our board members who have volunteered their time throughout the year to share their wisdom with us. To the team of dedicated volunteers who gave up their time during their reading week, thank you for your involvement, and we hope that you enjoyed your experience. To the participants, thank you for putting so much effort into this competition, and trust me when we say that we've been truly impressed by the quality of your recommendations, but also by how you went out of your way to make this experience a fun one. Last, but certainly not least, thank you to the team of 9 incredible people that took on this insane journey with me 10 months ago and who brought you what we hope was a great JMUCC experience. A huge, huge thank you to Faith, Vanessa, Patrick, Ryan, Anso, Matt, Jeremy, Devam, Naomi. Thank you all. All right, so I'll keep my speech short. I'll get the chance to come back and share a few words at the end of this ceremony. So to start us off, I'd like to introduce a long-term partner of the competition. This person has been involved with JMUCC for more than a decade now and has helped it grow in so many ways. He previously held the position of Vice Chairman of RBC Wealth Management and is currently serving on the Senate of Canada. Here to share with you a few words, the Honorable Tony Lafreda.
Hello, I'm Tony Lafreda, Canadian Senator representing the province of Quebec and proud graduate of Concordia University. Once again, it is an honor for me to serve as the finals lead judge for this undergraduate case competition and this 2021 edition of the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition. I've been associated with the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition since the very beginning, 13 years ago. Time does fly, 13 years ago, seems like yesterday. And it's always a pleasure for me to participate and support this world-class case competition. For obvious reasons, this year's event will be a little different. Regretfully, delegates will be unable to enjoy Montreal's world-class hospitality and the sights and sounds of this diverse and booming metropolis. However, for 1 week, some of the brightest and most driven business students from 28 universities from around the world will connect online, put their skills to the test, and compete in this preeminent undergraduate case competition. Thanks to the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition, participating students will be better equipped with the necessary tools to foster strategic thinking, innovative problem solving, and sound decision making as they venture off in the business world and become leaders in a global, interdependent, culturally diverse, and rapidly changing economic environment. Indeed, the pandemic has put the spotlight on some of the vulnerabilities in our economy and our way of doing business. More than ever, the world will be relying on our youth, on people like you, and their unique skills and 21st century thinking to help improve our institutions. There is no doubt in my mind that this week's competition will be a life-changing and eye-opening experience for all of you. Over the years, I have personally witnessed how formative the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition really is for its participants by helping redefine and polish their business acumen. It is for these reasons and many more that I have been a longtime supporter of this event. In my humble opinion, the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition's reputation is unmatched the world over. Of course, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the organizing committee and its team of volunteers for coming up with a brilliant and original program for this year's all-virtual competition. You've had to be innovative and forward-thinking in your approach this year, which in many ways is at the heart of what makes the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition such an exciting event. As we know, creativity fuels innovation, and innovation fuels competition. The John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition is the perfect venue for these three elements to converge in a spirited yet friendly manner. See you on Saturday for the final day of events. Bonne chance, bon succès, good luck.
Thank you, Senator Lofreda, for your continuous support over the years. Hi again. As I'm standing here tonight, JMUCC 2021 behind us, I cannot believe the extraordinary experience we had with this first ever online edition. The sponsors you discovered this week are more than corporate partners. They're part of the JMUCC family, and now so are you. Our partners you saw and met this past week have been with us for many years and still are today. Their support is something we value deeply, and that's why it is my honor to dedicate this closing ceremony to all of them. PSP Investments, Rising, IBM, the National Bank of Canada, Ardennes, Ingenio, Rinaldi Agency, PVH,
Raj Diagnostics,
TD Insurance,
Universitas Press,
Eptix,
Innovatank,
and Scotiabank. Thank you for participating at JMUCC, and I hope you enjoyed your experience with all of us.
Dear delegates, I would like to extend my congratulations to all of you once again. It was such an honor to be a part of the committee who allows, year after year, for students to be faced with real-life cases to develop their analytical, presentation, and communication skills. What a week it has been. Thank you to all again for participating and for your collaboration. Hopefully, this week has been as gratifying for you that it has been for me. I wish you all the best for the future. Cheers to JMUCC 2021.
Hi everyone, it's me again, Matt, this year's Vice President of Academics here at JMUCC. I want to start off by congratulating you. You've done it. You reached the end of the week of the first ever online edition of the John Molson Undergraduate Case Competition. It's been a pretty crazy week. Dealing with 32 hours of preps in a normal case environment in person can be stressful enough. Throw in technology, and it has been an amazing way you've had to deal with. I made a joke at the opening ceremonies about being the game maker in the Hunger Games and how I'd be creating this dystopian environment for you all to compete in. I like to think I'm a pretty powerful person, but controlling the Wi-Fi and the technology of the world is even beyond what I can do. And that is something that many of you experienced. We cannot thank all of the volunteers, delegates, OC members, and faculty advisors for being understanding as we work through this new world together. Now we move to the point that you've all been waiting for, the results. Given that tech hasn't been an issue at all for us over the past 5 days, what could go wrong as we transition now live to the ranking of the first, second, and third place teams? And assuming that technology didn't just fail me, that means that we are live. We're coming to you from the 20th floor of the hotel that myself and the rest of the organizing committee has pretty much been hunkered down in for the past 5 days, without leaving too much. I just want to remind you all that everyone got tested prior to entering the hotel here, so we've been staying positive and testing negative. Speaking of positive, that has been all of the feedback that we have received from the case sponsors over the past 5 days. I've gone to speak to reps from Lightspeed, Innovatank, and Ingenio, and they cannot believe the 28 different responses that they got. All 112 delegates that took part this week should be very, very proud of themselves. Now, in the pre-recorded portion, I kind of teased you a little bit. I said they were going to get right to the results. However, that's not exactly the case. Before we do that, there are a couple special people that we want to recognize this year who made the competition, especially in this online format, go amazingly. And the first person to do that is my colleague Faith.
Hi everyone, my name is Faith. I'm this year's VP Finance and Development. Part of my role consists of overseeing all the volunteers throughout the week. This year, we were lucky enough to have 10 amazing volunteers with us. Among those volunteers, we had tech specialists and brand ambassadors. The tech specialists were mostly responsible of all the technical difficulties that you have encountered throughout the week. However, we had brand ambassadors as well. They were in charge of just lifting the JMUCC spirit and making sure that all the delegates are going through a good experience with us. This year, for the tech specialists, we have Alicia, Viviana, and Kevin. As for the brand ambassadors, we have Alexa, Camille, Chad, Shihang, Terry, Robert, and Snigdha. I would like to personally thank you all for your hard work and time throughout the week. This event wouldn't be possible without all of you. Now I would like to present the Volunteer of the Year Award presented by PSP Investment. This award is dedicated to an individual that really put a lot of effort and hard work in engaging with the teams throughout the whole week. This individual went above and beyond expectations and really demonstrated passion, spirit, and dynamism throughout the whole week. So without further ado, I would like to give the Volunteer of the Year award to Terry Zhu. Congratulations, Terry, and thank you for your hard work throughout the whole week. Once more, thank you to all of our volunteers. This event wouldn't be possible without you. I will now pass it off to one of my colleagues, Naomi, our VP Logistics.
Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed your week and can now have some time to relax now that the 3 cases have been cracked. I'm the Vice President of Logistics and I will be presenting to you the Team Spirit Award. So the Team Spirit Award goes to a team that has gone above and beyond to embody JMUCC's passion, spirit, and dynamism. With JMUCC's competitive nature, we also really want to emphasize the importance of forming connections through social engagement and networking. Throughout the year, the organizing committee had a bit of a scare that the virtuality of this year's edition would eliminate JMUCC's interactivity and enjoyment. However, we were so pleased to see that all the delegates really kept the true JMUCC spirit alive throughout the whole week. So based on participation in our events, as well as social media engagement, one team really stood above the rest and perpetuated JMUCC's spirit. So without further ado, I'm pleased to present the Team Spirit Award to the Smith School of Business from Queen's University. Congratulations, and I will now pass it over to Jeremy.
Thank you, Naomi. Hi, I'm Jeremy, Vice President of Corporate Relations. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for your impressive participation to all of our networking events. I, for one, was very glad to meet a lot of you, and our sponsors were as well. Next up in the awards, we have the best presenters. Every year, the final panel of judges decides among the finalists 2 best presenters that stood out for their presentation skills, delivering engaging presentations. So, without further ado, our first best speaker is Sadhna Matrini from the University of Alberta. Congratulations, Sadhna. Now, we have a second best speaker this year, which is Kim Berg from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Congratulations to both of you, you deserve it. And now, I'm gonna pass it on to Matt. Thank you.
All right, so before we dive into the final rankings, there's one last award that we want to give out. And this is the Laurent Brunet Coach of the Year Award. Laurent Brunet was a longtime supporter of JMUCC from its early stages, and was so until he passed away several years ago. So every single year, we dedicate the Coach of the Year Award to someone who experiences this same kind of passion for the competition, asks intelligent questions, attends all the events, and truly supports their team in a manner that ensures they have the greatest chance of success at this year's competition. I know that this year's winner of the award did just that and more throughout the entirety of the week, despite it being online. Therefore, the winner of this year's Laurent Brunet Coach of the Year Award is Sophie Karayanopoulos of the Lazaretus School of Business and Economics from Wilfrid Laurier University. Congratulations, Sophie. All right, and now what everyone's been waiting for. It has been a crazy week, and we had 28 incredible schools take part in 3 grueling case competitions, in 3 grueling cases over the week of the case competition. We are now going to announce the school that finished 3rd place at this year's competition. Finishing 3rd, we have the Rotman School of Business from the University of Toronto. Congratulations to all 4 members of the team. Next, we'll be moving on to 2nd place. Coming in at 2nd place in this year's competition, we have the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Congratulations to everyone involved with your team. Last but not least, bringing home 1st place at the first ever online edition of JMUCC and the 13th edition, we have the University of Alberta. Congratulations to everyone involved in your team. The judges were amazed with what you were able to come up with in the last competition. Wine, that's something I can go with too. And so did everyone else on the final judging panel. Congratulations. I will now pass it off to our president, Charles, who will have a couple of closing remarks for all of you.
All right, so congratulations again for all the winners of the awards this year, and a special congratulations to the top 3 teams. I also want to send a big congratulations to all of the 7 finalists that made it to the final round. And of course, congratulations to all the teams that presented throughout the week and really showed a lot of passion, spirit, and dynamism. We were so proud to see all of the great presentations. The sponsors were so amazed by the great recommendations as well. And overall, we think that the week was a great success, and it was all in part to you, the delegates, the faculty's advisors, the coaches, the volunteers, and everyone that was involved with the operation behind JMUCC. So basically, I want to end it up on a great note. This has been an amazing experience for all of us here on the organizing committee. We've put a lot of love and a lot of heart into this competition, and we really hope that you enjoyed your time. And to finish it off on a good note, you probably know that there's a 3rd interactive component that we sent with alongside your gift box that you received at the beginning of the week. So I would now invite you to open the 3rd and last interactive component that we sent you. So if you go ahead and open it, we sent everyone a nice little shot glass to cheers the end of JMUCC 2021. So ending on that note, I would like to say again, congratulations to everyone. Thank you for participating in JMUCC. And also we have our closing party that is starting soon for our delegates and faculty advisors and volunteers. So for I'll invite Naomi to come along with me to invite you to the closing party that is going to start at 5 p.m. EST.
So before we let you go to the closing party, we wanted to take the time to thank and recognize the person responsible for bringing JMUCC 2021 to life. That's Charles Roy. It goes without saying that this competition wouldn't have been possible without all his hard work. Being president is challenging and stressful role, even without a global pandemic, and Charles tackled every single obstacle that we were faced with a big smile on his face. He led the team with enthusiasm and understanding, always there to answer our panicked phone calls, or always there to help whenever anyone needed it. His motivation, empathy, and leadership has really held our whole team together, and we couldn't have created the first ever online edition without Charles. So to you, Charles, we are so proud of you. We love you, and we cannot thank you enough.
I mean, thank you to the team. It wasn't an only effort from my part. You have all of us here. There's Anne-Sophie, Devam, and Patrick, who's behind the camera right now, that we all put so much work and effort into this competition, and I really want to say thank you to you guys and to everyone who participated, because it's been a lot of work, but I think we got it done and we did good. So thank you once again. Thank you guys for this. It's really a surprise, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks everyone.